Hmm? Yeah, I just put it in.
Test. Hello.
We had a bat mitzvah last week, and the bat mitzvah was much taller than I am, so. Put that back.
Everyone's taller.
That's fair. Just double checking. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Welcome to those of you who are in the room with us and those who are joining us online. Tonight we have a little bit of a different service than usual. Since Monday was Yom HaShoah, I've included some inserts of readings and some additional songs to help us commemorate the lives of those lost in the Shoah and other genocides. And our cantorial soloist Amanda is up here to help me lead in that singing. But we do want you to feel rested and refreshed, and like this is a real Shabbat as well. So just heads up that that's coming. Trigger warning, genocide. To start our service, I'd like to call up Amy Roulette from the Sisterhood to light our Shabbat candles, which the prayer is on page 120. Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. On page 522, blessed is the match consumed in kindling flame. Blessed is the flame that burns in the secret fastness of the heart. Blessed is the heart with strength to stop its beating for honor's sake. Blessed is the match consumed in kindling flame. Page 124. You might want to just hold your finger in that Yom HaShoah section too as we flip back and forth. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and envy. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be for all who enter the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. We turn to page 138 and 9 for Lecha Dodi, and we're going to sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And when we reach verse 9, if you are able, I encourage you to rise and face the door and imagine Shabbat as a beautiful bride coming in to join us into the sanctuary. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, hishmianu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad ushmo echad. L'shem u'tiferet belit hila, lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechuven elcha, ki mekor habracha, merosh mikedem nesucha. Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila, lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, kiva orech kumi uri shir daberi. Kevod Adonai alayich nigla, lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Please be seated. We've lit our Shabbat candles and said some words of welcome to the Sabbath bride, and we're ready to segue into Mariv, to the real meat of our evening service, with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 144.
Yitkadav v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, ve'amad divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Bagala uvizman kariv v'imeru amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yidromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei Kudesha Barichu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiran me'alma, v'meru. Amen.
On page 146, please rise for the call to worship the Baruch Hu. Yai da 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 yai da da, yai da 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 yai da yai da da, yai da 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 da, yai da 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 da, yai da 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 da, yai da da. Yada da 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 da, yada da 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 da, yada da 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 da, yada da.
Baruch Hu et Adonai, HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai, HaMevorach, HaMevorach, Le'olam Va'ed, HaMevorach, HaMevorach, Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. On page 149, let's all read together in the English. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Page 150.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Otanu limadeta, Al kain Adonai Eloheinu b'shachbeinu, U'kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, U'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem negeh yomam v'layla, negeh yomam v'layla. V'avatcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
On pages 152 and 153 is the Shema, followed by the Ve'ahavta. It is Reform tradition to rise for the Shema and sit for the Ve'ahavta, but since both words come straight from the Torah and are meant to be said together, I won't pause in between, so please rise and seat yourselves as you are most comfortable. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai
כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לפניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם מאוד על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 524. You who live secure in your warm houses, who return at evening to find hot food and friendly faces, consider whether this is a man who labors in the mud, who knows no peace, who fights for a crust of bread, who dies at a yes or a no. Consider whether this is a woman without hair or name, with no more strength to remember, eyes empty and womb cold as a frog in winter. Consider that this has been. I commend these words to you. Engrave them on your hearts. When you are in your house, when you walk on your way, when you go to bed, when you rise, repeat them to your children, or your house may crumble. Disease render you powerless. Your offspring avert their faces from you. Page 157. Please read responsively. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the strength to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nation shall be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osei feled, nora tehilot osei feled, malchutecha raruvanecha, Bokeh Hayam, Lifnei Moshe Miriam, Ze'eli Anu ve'amru, Adonai Yimloch, Adonai Yimloch, Le'olam va'ed.
V'ne'emar kifada Adonai et Yaakov, Ug'alo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Page 161. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 162.
V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz uvayom hashvi shavat vayinafash.
There's a response, a question posed to a rabbi by a common Jew who wanted to know how to interpret Judaism for his time from the Warsaw Ghetto, asking which prayers were still appropriate to say in such a time of oppression. And the rabbi answered all of them, even the morning blessing that praised is God who lets me be free, even though they weren't living in freedom. By keeping Shabbat, by keeping God in our thoughts regularly, helps us remain Jews and remain free in our souls, no matter what else is going on around us. So with that, we turn to the Tefillah, one of our oldest prayers, a cornerstone of our evening service. It begins on page 164 and continues over the next few pages. If you are able, please rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen, Avraham Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol, Atah Rav Lehoshia, Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Verachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar מי כמוך פעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני לחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
You may be seated. Page 173. Disturb us, Adonai. Ruffle us from our complacency. Make us dissatisfied with the peace of ignorance, the quietude which arises from a shunning of the horror, the defeat, the bitterness and poverty, physical and spiritual, of humans. Shock us, Adonai. Deny to us the false Shabbat, which gives the delusions of satisfaction amid a world of war and hatred. Wake us, O God, and shake us from the sweet and sad poignancies rendered by half-forgotten melodies and rubric prayers of yesteryears. Make us know that the border of the sanctuary is not the border of the living, and the walls of your temples are not shelters from the winds of truth, justice, and reality. Disturb us, O God, and vex us. Let not your Shabbat be a day of torpor and slumber. Let it be a time to be stirred and spurred to action. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 175. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answers to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yir'ah na'avod. Page 177. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'el lehodot. Page 178.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol eit uvechol sha'ah Bishlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Baruch atah Adonai, hamivarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Page 521. We begin with silence, the silence of death, the silence after destruction. There are times when songs falter, when darkness fills life, when martyrdom becomes a constellation of faith against the unrelieved black of space about us. There are no words to reach beyond the edge of night, no messenger to tell the full tale. There is only silence, the silence of Job, the silence of the 6 million, the silence of memory. Let us remember them as we link our silences. We take a moment for silent prayer. You might use the words if you flip through the Yom HaShoah section of the book, or the words back in our Shabbat section on 180 and 181, or the meditations of your own heart.
Yehiyu leratzon Imrefi vehegyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri Vigoali.
May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. We turn to page 370 for the Mishaberach. And on our list this week is Ricky Grant, Rosalind Cantu, John Core, Rhonda Butler, Gail Labano Flaherty, Deborah Sondock, Jeffrey and Jean Brace, Sharon Buell, Jackson Hunter, Diane King, Susan Anderson, Jean Walker, Gary Gentoff, Marion Finkel, Peter Winkler, Irene Rubin, Mary Kennedy, Denise Logan, Samantha Lee, Dawn Keys, Gail Garifo, Jackie France, and Miriam Levy. And if anyone else has a name of someone that they would like to wish for healing.
Herb Leventhal, Jack Hillenson.
And we pray for a complete healing of body, mind, and spirit to all those who need it. The Mishaberach is on the middle of page 371.
Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of mountains before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We also pray for the health and safety of all those in our community who are active military, first responders, and peacekeepers, those around the world whose jobs are dangerous so that our lives might not be. On that list, we have Oni Hinnanen, Joshua Ehrlichman, Martin Brown, Richard Rubino, Howard Mergler, Kyle Smet, Andrew Booth, Joseph Cald, Daniel and Bridget Stambowski, many members of the Nemero family, Pete Abelson, Jeremy Sharkey, Benjamin Hurd, Alexander Furman, Daniel Gilman, Curtis Miller, and Rob Apgar. May the one who blessed our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and our mothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, bless those who are serving in our armed services. May God guard them and keep them from harm. If they find themselves in dangerous path, may God bring them back whole of mind and body to all those who love them. May it be your will, Adonai Tzevaot, to lead them to safety and to protect them from each and every enemy and ambush. May God make their journey successful, guard their going out and coming in with mercy and love, and let them be blessed to return home with life and peace, now and forever. And let us say, Amen. Page 529. I believe in the sun even when it is not shining. I believe in love even when feeling it not. I believe in God even when God is silent. It is time to count the Omer. You may follow along on page 570 if you would like. Today is the 18th day? Yes, 18th day. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sefirat haomer. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who sanctifies us with commandments and commands us regarding the counting of the Omer. Hayom shmona asar yom shehem shnei shavuot ve'arba yamim ba'omer. Today is 18 days, that is 2 weeks and 4 days of the Omer. And the mystical realm of this day of the Omer is Netzach Shebetiferet, that is endurance in strength. On this day, in this journey from redemption to revelation, may we speak truth to power and stand for equality even when it is difficult and it may seem easier to let imbalances slide. This week's Torah portion is Parshat Tazria Mitzorah, in which the Torah deals with the rules of ritual purity and impurity, including the impurity of skin blemishes. Sa'arat, often translated as leprosy, is described in great detail, telling us of the various signs and symptoms the priests would look for to determine when a mitzorah, that is someone who has sa'arat, is clean enough to re-enter the Israelite camp after a repurification ritual. It's all pretty gross. And while the Torah presents this information like an early WebMD entry, simply the symptoms and home remedies of these physical illnesses, the rabbis of the Midrash Rabbah felt these blemishes were surely punishments for sin. Why else would our holy Torah share such repellent details unless to repel us from wrongdoing? So they connect these descriptions and explanations about Sa'arat to another portion in which Miriam comes down with a case of it after speaking ill of Moses' wife. That's Parashat Baha'alotecha, by the way. The bar mitzvah boy should recognize that name. Okay. So they conclude that Sa'arat is the punishment for Lashon Hara, or evil speech, which is most often understood to be gossip. And you're probably all at least somewhat familiar with the sin of Lashon Hara. There is a famous legend about the person who spread a rumor and then felt guilty about it afterward. So they ask the rabbi what they should do to make it up to the person who was the subject of the rumor. And the rabbi tells the person to go buy some feather pillows and stand on a hill above the village and open up the pillows, letting the feathers fly. So the gossiper does so and comes back to the rabbi the next day and asks, what happens next? How does this help me make teshuvah to the person that I spread a rumor about? And the rabbi tells the gossiper to go collect the feathers and refill the pillow sacks. Of course, this is impossible, and the gossiper learns that, much like the released feathers can never be gathered back up into the pillow, so too can words never really be taken back, and only true teshuvah directly to the person hurt in the act of gossip can make amends. I often teach this lesson to students by playing a game of telephone to illustrate that not only can we not take our words back once they leave our mouths, but we also lose control of how they're used. The words in a game of telephone morph and change, lose their meaning and get silly, sometimes inappropriate, and often the word or phrase that the group ends up with is not quite what the initial speaker said. As rumors make their way around a school, the story that eventually sticks may not be what the initial gossiper meant at all. This does not at all excuse the initial gossiper for spreading the rumor in the first place. That Sa'arat affects those who spread falsehoods about others regardless of intention. And the Talmud says that Lashon Hara kills 3 people: those who speak it, those who hear it spoken, and those of whom it is spoken. So this week was Yom HaShoah, the Jewish Remembrance Day for the 6 million Jewish lives lost in the Holocaust, and of course we mourn as well the countless others: Roma, the LGBT populations, political prisoners, Catholic clergy, twins, and people with disabilities were all also victims and survivors of this horrible time in history. But the concentration camps didn't just spring up out of nowhere. Admittedly, I know less about the anti-Roma or homophobic or ableist history in Europe, but I do know that the Holocaust was a culmination of centuries of anti-Semitism. Whether or not the medieval Christians who started the blood libel and claimed they just wanted to save our souls with forced conversions could have ever imagined the extremes their rhetoric would eventually come to, sort of means nothing. Words have meaning, and they change, and they grow, and they become actions. Did you know that the final solution wasn't even Hitler's idea? He said he wanted the Jews out of Germany, and his henchmen decided gassing them and burning the bodies was the fastest way to move along toward the goal of a Judenrein Germany. Hitler wasn't even at the meeting where this was decided. Does that make him any less accountable for the circumstances he created? Of course not. And those who continue to unknowingly perpetuate anti-Semitic rhetoric today, even if they have no intention of finishing his goals, are still responsible for the hurt they cause as well. Words turn to actions, which is why part of the purification ritual for Tsarat was temporary exile from the Israelite camp. while one is afflicted with Lashon Hara, they need a timeout, a chance to appreciate their diverse community and not have any opportunity to spread further malice or allow words to become evil actions. In the camp, unchecked gossip could lead to the complete ruin of the tight-knit community wandering the wilderness. They have nowhere else to go. In medieval Europe, unchecked anti-Jewish theologies and conspiracies gave way to anti-Jewish pogroms and state-sponsored violence. As time progressed, the words of modern Europe became more sophisticated anti-Semitic scapegoating, which gave way to larger-scale anti-Semitic genocide. This is why when we see Lashon Hara in any form, we should call it out and put a stop to it immediately. Whether mere gossip or hate speech and fear-mongering, words hurt. They can become actions, and rumors turn to bullying, scapegoating, and conspiracies turn to mass violence. We endeavor to speak truth to power and restore balance in our communities through positive speech, as we remember those lost in the horrors of the Holocaust, as well as those lost to other state-sponsored genocides or other instances of violent prejudice. We resolve to stand by the decree, never again. We honor their memory by saving others from their fate, by nipping dangerous Lashon Hara in the bud. And may we protect ourselves, our friends and families, our neighbors and communities from Sa'arat and all the harm that Lashon Hara will bring down upon those who speak it, those who hear it spoken, and those of whom it is spoken. Shabbat Shalom. I have a song here that it was originally written for the Bosnian genocide in the 90s. But when I was at Auschwitz in 2010, I was with a group and we were standing in the children's bunker, so to speak, and the rabbi who was leading the group suggested that we sing lullabies to the children who never got them. And this song just sort of popped into my head in that moment, and I wanted to share it with you tonight. Can you hear the prayer of the children on bended knee in the shadow of an unknown room? Empty eyes with no more tears to cry, turning heavenward toward the light, crying softly, help me to see the morning light of one more day. But if I should die before I wake, I pray my soul you'll take. Can you feel the hearts of the children aching for home, for something of their very own? Reaching hands with nothing to hold on to, but hope for a better day, a better day. Crying, someone help me to feel the love again in my own land. But if unknown roads lead away from home, give me loving arms away from harm. Can you hear the voice of the children softly pleading for silence in their shattered world, Angry guns preach a gospel full of hate, blood of the innocent on their hands, crying, "Oh God, help me to feel the sun again upon my face. But when darkness clears, I know you're near, bringing peace again. Can you hear the prayer of the children?" We turn now toward our concluding prayers. The Aleinu is on page 586. If you are able, please rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'kiyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpechot hadama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam. Va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol ha'aretz bayom hahu. Bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, ushemo, ushemo, ushemo echad.
You may be seated. Before I read the names of those in our own community that we are saying a mourner's Kaddish for, I am going to sing an El Malei Rachamim, a sort of abbreviated Yizkar for the 6 million. You can follow along on page 530. El Malei Rachamim, Shochen Bamromim, Hansei Menucha Nechona, Tachat Kanfei HaShechina, Ba'ma'alot Kedoshim Utorim, Kezohar Harakia Mashirim, Et Nishmot 6 million Achenu Ve'achiotenu, Shenehergu al Kiddush Hashem, Ba'al Harachamim, Yastirem Beseter Knafav Leolamim, V'yitzror mitzror hachayim et nishmatam, Adonai hu nachalatam, V'yanuchu B'shalom al mishkavam, V'nomar Amen. And for those in our own community, tonight marks a yard site for Vela Wattenmaker, Benjamin Blair, and Pamela Hart. And we're still marking the year of mourning for Thelma Obenthal, Carl Weissman, John Lale, Audrey Prince, Catherine Morris, Dorothy Bass, Hinda Mirsky, and Rose Nemero. On pages 532 and 533, we will do the Kaddish twice. Once on 532 for all those who are marking a yahrzeit of, or a memorial time of someone who died of natural causes, and then we'll do the one on 533 for the 6 million. If it is your custom, please rise for the mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehe shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam ulamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran ba'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim alenu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, alenu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei
Lodz,
rabbah,
Panar,
be'alma
Babiar,
divrach yirtei,
Maidanek,
v'yamlich malchutei,
Birkanau,
v'chayechon
Kovno,
uvyomechon,
Janowska,
uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen.
Yehe shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam ulamei amaya.
Yitbarach
Theresienstadt,
v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam
Buchenwald,
v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh
Treblinka,
v'yitalal shemei
Vilna,
dekudesha brichu. Le'ela
Bergen-Belsen,
min kol birchata
Mauthausen,
v'shirata,
Dachau,
tushbechata v'nechemata,
Minsk,
da'amiran be'alma
Warsaw.
v'imru amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim alenu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, alenu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Amen. Please be seated.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom alenu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom,
Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom,
Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom,
shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
V'imru,
Amen.
I'd like to call up our bar mitzvah boy for an announcement about his mitzvah project, and then our congregational president, Jillian Perry, for all the other announcements.
Hello, my name is Jake, and for my bar mitzvah project, I am raising money for the organization Feeding America, and if you would like to donate, flyers out in the hall, and I would like to thank everybody who's donated so far, and we've made 70% of our goal, so thank you.
Shabbat Shalom. I know who our future fundraising VP is, so I'll try to keep this short and sweet. We have adult Hebrew on Sunday following religious school. which I know Jack's really excited because I usually get a yay out of him. So adult Hebrew is at 1 o'clock, and then the following week on the 7th, it is again at 1 o'clock. And that will be the end of that series, but we'll be starting judo. That is spelled J-E-W. It is a self-defense offering here on Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. So it's for members and non-members. Non-members, we ask a high fee. Not high, but high fee, so play on words. Y'all got that one right? So May's a busy month as well. That judo does start on Mother's Day, so if you want to find a, yeah, what she said, because there's no calories on Mother's Day from what I've heard. So the 20th of May, we have, actually let me start with the 19th, the Sisterhood Shabbat. So please come and join. Always a lot of fun, usually a funny sermon. I'm a little partial on that one. I did it the last few years, so I don't know if we're teaming up again or not. The 20th, we have a 3-piece orchestra coming in, and there will be beverages offered. You can buy. It's just going to be a nice get-together. You'll see more advertising behind it. The gentleman that played the cello, yes, I had to think for a second. Cello for Yom Kippur is one of the what is it, not a quartet? Trio? Musicians, we'll just go there. The trio of musicians, he is one of those, so very talented young man, and I look forward to attending that. I know I'm forgetting something, so we'll move on to hashtag near, what was it? Oh, the trivia night, but I can't remember the date. So watch out, there's a trivia night coming, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We got 2 people that are really experienced with the trivia nights, and I need to brush up on my trivial pursuit so I can win. So hashtag I am Ner Shalom. Still looking for profiles. This week we kind of slid on the profile, but we have one posted for next week. So this is not just for board members, this is for new members, old members, not a reflection on age, strictly just how long you've been a member. Anybody that has something to say about why they're Ner Shalom, what makes them a part of this congregation. We just want to share the story. So send it to myself at the president email and the rabbi's email, and we'll make sure it gets posted and shared. As for the Torahs, I know we had talked about those when it came to the hashtag I am Ner Shalom fundraising. We do have the cost listed on the booster, and I'm going to have to bring that over to our e-kibitz so everybody knows the repair cost. But we're also going to be, for our congregational meeting in June, we're going to be discussing what avenues and voting on which avenues we want to take with our replacements. So I will look for that with the agenda that's coming out for the congregational meeting, and that will be coming out in June. So other than that, I'm sorry I'm a little disoriented. My AC is out at my house, and it's not exactly a cool day today. So any follow-up, please come and see me after services or send me an email, and I'll answer any questions. Shabbat Shalom.
Our final song of the evening is Dona Dona. You might be most familiar, as I am, with the Joan Baez version, but this is actually based on an old Yiddish song. And the words, there's a little pile of song sheets here if you need the words in the front. And yeah, I think even though it predates the Holocaust quite a bit, I think the words sort of communicate our feelings for Yom HaShoah. Dona, 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 don. Dona, 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 don. On a wagon bound for market, there's a calf with a mournful eye. High above him, there's a swallow, winging swiftly through the sky.
How the winds are laughing, they laugh with all their might. Laugh and laugh the whole day through, and half the summer's night. Dona, 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 don. Dona, 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 don. Stop complaining, said the farmer, who told you a calf to be. Why don't you have wings to fly with, like the swallow so proud and free? How the winds are laughing, they laugh with all their might. Laugh and laugh the whole day through, and half the summer's night. Dona, 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 don. Dona, 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 don. Calves are easily bound and slaughtered, never knowing the reason why. But whoever treasures freedom, like the swallow has learned to fly. How the winds are laughing, they laugh with all their might. Laugh and laugh the whole day through, and half the summer's night. Dona, 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 don. Dona, 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 don.
Shabbat Shalom. Thanks for joining us tonight. Join us for Oneg. I promise it will be more uplifting.